Imagine having multiple ways to make money on Amazon KDP. Well, look no further. That is by strategizing through Amazon advertising. If you guys follow this channel, you know that I am always looking for ways to optimize my ads. The reason why I like to do this is because a lot of people who publish books don't spend time finding new methods. And when you find new methods for ads, it becomes more profitable. So I have a masterclass called Bids and Budgets Masterclass that shows 7 and 8 strategies that I've used to scale my books. And this is a strategy that I'm going to be adding to the masterclass, but I'm going to share it here so you understand how valuable it is to spend time scaling your ads and optimizing your ads. My name is Jenny Hanson Lane, and I spend a lot of time building skill sets that equal income. So, a lot of these videos are about Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, but I also am a digital marketer and course creator. In this video, I'm going to break down this new method that I have created through testing. And I've named this the Amazon advertising, or I've named this the Skyscraper anchor method. So let's dive into why it's named this. So, as you know, all of my campaign types are always sponsored products. I always do sponsored products because there is so much to learn. I haven't gotten to sponsored brands or lock screen ads because I'm having a lot of success with sponsored products. So this skyscraper anchor method is 29 days old. At the time of this video, maybe 30 days old. And it was something that I thought of last month. I actually came up with a lot of new ad strategies after my best-selling books were blocked and I had to create new ones. So anytime that I'm running ads, I'm always sponsored products. So when you go to when you go to advertising.amazon.com, you'll see this screen and you'll hit continue to set up this particular ad. Now you can see here that we are manual targeting and we are using my strategy of MO. That's very high budget. And if you're looking at this, pardon me, and having a heart attack, don't worry. I've never spent $4,000 daily on Amazon ads. And one of the reasons I am not doing that is because I can control the bid amount. So I always start my bids at the lowest price, which is 2 cents. And I monitor them until they are profitable or unprofitable. But you can see as I've been monitoring this for the past 30 days that it has been profitable. And I didn't look up what that amount is per day. I would wish the math was right on the tip of my tongue. But for the past 30 days for this particular campaign, I've spent $315 and made almost $2,000 in sales. These are not profits. Amazon advertising always shows you the sales. And you need to know your ACoS depending on the books that you sell and your profit margin. So for this campaign, this is how we set it up. We are doing a manual ad. Okay, we are going after the Skyscraper book. Okay, at this point, when we set up this ad, we already have a winning niche. We already know that there is money to be made. Now, you are welcome to turn on this ad campaign strategy to test a new niche, but this video is based off of 30 days of experience in an experienced, successful niche. Now, what we're doing for the Skyscraper method, the Skyscraper is the BSR book. It is the best-selling ranked book we can find that is not our own because we want to compete with it. And we're looking at this by price. Okay, Skyscraper means it's the best-selling book and it's at the highest price. In addition to that, we want to know these things for our niche, right? So you can even use this method to reverse engineer. Maybe you're not ready to turn on ads, but you want to compete with a best-selling book that's expensive, right? So I knew going into this, I needed to outdesign this book. I needed to do that by adding more features into my book. Now, if this is low content, you can bump up your low content book into medium content by offering more features. I have many other videos about additional features, but medium content features could be making things more customized for your customer, adding additional pages for them to fill in certain things, and even doing a page with a QR code for bonus content. All of these things make it more beneficial for them to buy it from you. So adding more features is going to support an appropriate price for your book, pricing it accordingly, especially if we're targeting it to a more expensive book. Now, the really interesting and unique thing about Amazon ads is that as KDPers, as self-publishers, we compete with traditional publishers. That means sometimes we compete with books that we can't technically compete with. Those adorable, adorable sign-in books that are like 5 inches by 5 inches in their hardcover. We cannot do that right now. We cannot compete with certain formats on KDP, but we can compete with features, okay? And we can compete with design. We can make beautiful things. So you're pricing it accordingly, okay? And you're pricing it for profits. And let me share this part with you, the variations. So this ad that I've shown you is a manual ad that is a lottery ad. So once I identified a winning niche and the book that I wanted to target, and I set up an ad that was a lottery ad, and I targeted one book. It was the most expensive best-selling book in that niche. And then I took 30 of my books and I ran ads to that best-selling book in that niche, okay? And that's what got me these results here, okay? Which it's worth showing, right? After 30 days. So not only am I pricing everybody out, but I'm outbidding everybody by using my MO strategy that I teach in the Bids and Budget Masterclass, okay? So let's look at a best-selling book we can compete with on Amazon. Okay, so here we are on Amazon.com. All right, so on Amazon.com, I have gone to books and I've typed in mental health guide for teenage girls, and the results are awesome for this keyword. If you're in my masterclass, Don't Make Me Niche Slap You, you'll see here that I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keywords to niche down 5 levels, right? If you don't know what that means, definitely join the masterclass so you understand keyword research better. But inside of here, we are going after a particular audience of teenage girls, not just any type of teenager. And then what I've done is I've changed the pricing to look from high to low. So you can see here, $140 for a hardcover. What? But there's not a rank, so we know it's not selling, right? But then look at this one. On this second tab here, it says this book is selling for $150. And the BSR is under $1 million. So it's selling here and there. I have a suspicion that this person might actually teach something on the back end. And so they're charging $150 for this because maybe there's a coaching program or something on the back end. But if you had a workbook for girls, you could easily price it around $30 and run ads to this particular book, okay? So as you go through these, you're going to be able to see look at what is our skyscraper anchor, right? What are the things? So here's an example of a book that's not self-published because it's spiral bound. So we can't compete with that, right? But we can compete on grief work for teens. If you're specialized in that or you have a ghostwriter that can write about it, you might not be able to do a spiral bound, but maybe you can do a hardcover and you can compete with this book because it has a pretty okay BSR, right? The more books with low BSR, the better. So I really like this strategy. It's obviously given me results. Here's another one, a manual for management under 18,000. So it's really about finding the niche that you want to publish in and being able to grab it. Now, this one's really exciting. I'm almost tempted. If I wasn't making a bunch of YouTube videos for you guys, I might pursue this, but I actually love making videos for you guys. Ninja Hack Emotions 8 box set. Now, as self-publishers right now, we can't put eight books in one, right? But we can talk about 8 things at once: anger, inventor, positive, lazy, helpful, earth, grumpy, kind. These are all little ninjas, but think of all the topics they're covering by doing this, and it's paperback and it's at 40 bucks. So you could easily compete with that and throw a book up here for $25 and run ads to this one. Look at the BSR. That's also really incredible. So this is why this strategy has worked so good for me, because I've used multiple things. I've used the Skyscraper, which is like, look up in the air, what is the tallest building? What is the most expensive? And then you might be thinking like, Jenny, why did you name it Anchor? Why did you name it two opposite things? So Skyscraper, you're looking up in the air, right? You're looking at the most expensive book. And then an anchor is something that holds you down in the ground, right? It's something that you put out of your boat so you don't move. In marketing, anchoring is putting really expensive pricing first. So then when you see your option, the customer is anchored into buying because we already set their sights on something expensive. So when you target a book in your manual lottery ads and you're targeting this ASIN, and the customer sees $40 and then they go and click on this and then they see your book for 29, you have anchored in the psychology that there's a more affordable option. And that's why I was able to almost make $2,000 in sales in 30 days, because I'm using the marketing principles or the psychology of sales of anchoring. Okay. People do this all the time. If you follow Alex Hermosi, he is a marketer and he wanted to buy the domain name like marketing.com or something. So he went to his wife. He also wanted to buy acquisition.com. And there was 2 different price points. He went to his wife and he was like, marketing.com is like $2 million, or I can buy acquisition.com for 400,000. And she was like, maybe you should do acquisition. And like, that's what he did. He anchored it, right? So you go to your spouse and you say, let's buy this house for $2 million, or let's buy this house for 800,000. And they're like, yeah, the 800,000. Now I would rather buy a bunch of rental properties than an $8,000 house right now in my life. But I'm sharing this with you, the marketing principle, because it works, right? And not all these books are selling, but there's a lot that are. There's a lot for you to get into to do the Skyscraper anchor method to be able to be successful. Now, I'm showing you books just in a validated niche, but like, you could go deeper and you probably already have niches where they're validated. All you got to do is go in and turn on your ads. So if you guys need more support with advanced strategies like this, then dive into the Bids and Budget Masterclass, because there's 7 other strategies. This is just my most recent one that I've developed. And if you're struggling to find that niche, then invest in the Don't Make Me Slap You Masterclass. It will help you to get more ideas on where to publish and what to publish in. And then soon you'll have a niche that you really enjoy. And then once you have that, you just start pumping books out into that niche. If you need more videos like this, then please subscribe and comment. I've subscribed. I need a video on this. Let me see those comments and we can, flesh out these books together and have a successful KDP journey. Love you guys. Peace out.